Oh yes, you know, right here on Rhythm 94.7 FM, we give you the best of music and good conversations and talking about music. And that one was truly an interesting song, Jaburata. And I must say that definitely I want to be confident and say this for certain that while listening to that song, I'm sure you were moving your head and moving your body to the rhythm of that song. I mean, quite a melodious one right there. And the artist himself has decided to come say hi to us at the studio. His name is Elgibbor Niyi and is right here on Rhythm 94.7 FM. Welcome, Elgibbor. Thank you for joining us this morning, my
Thank you
brother.
for having me. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Quite a wonderful song right there.
Thank you.
I really liked the whole the melody
Yeah.
and it seems like a motivational song and talking about the blessings
The
of the Lord.
blessings of the Lord.
So
Yeah.
are you mainly a gospel artist?
Yes, I'm mainly a gospel artist. So I try to have a fusion of uh, our Niger, African beats with contemporary urban. You know, so it's just a fusion of that, so that everybody can partake of it.
But how are you able to mix that up? Because a lot of people will say, for Christian music, so Christian music should be spiritual and everything. But then, you find a way of mixing everything and making it sound very pleasing to the ears. How do you do that?
Like music, if I play an instrumental, what will differentiate it is the lyrics on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So music is the music. It's just the lyrics. So we kind of misplace these things. I would say that I don't think there's anything like, oh, there's a Christian instrumental or gospel instrumental.
Okay.
It's the lyrics that will differentiate it. So when you're able to have a very good instrumental, and you now put your lyrics.
So are you insinuating I'll give up, for
Eh,
instance,
eh,
that I drop you and I'm on piano beats like this now? So it's the lyrics that will determine,
Yeah, it will
not
determine
the sound.
Now, I always tell people you can't put me in a box. In a box, I don't want to be boxed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't want to say, oh, Christian music should be slow. I don't want to be boxed. This is a project on its own. This is off my, what we call it, my new album, Carrier. Now, if you listen, Carrier, yeah, so it's on all digital platforms. And if you listen to the full body of work, you understand me? Is there I'm a piano? You have, I featured some, my music is it goes into the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? It's into the mainstream. So, really, because I started off as a producer,
Okay.
and then back in the day, I produced a lot of gospel and secular artists.
So, talking about that, though, let's just take us all the way back to
Back.
your musical background,
Okay.
how you started,
Okay.
and what motivated you to do music.
Okay, I actually started music way back in Zaria, Kaduna. I was born in Kaduna, and I grew up in Zaria. I started my music right there in Zaria. Where I started in the church. I've been in the church. I'm still in the church. So I had a group there. 1993, we started a group, a boys band. I even talked about them yesterday. We were four. I happened to be the leader. So that was where my writing really started.
Okay.
So we told ourselves we're not going to do other people's songs. We're going to write our songs. So that forced us to begin to write, and that was when I started writing. So after some time, I'm a pianist. I'm a multi instrumentalist. After some time in Zaria,
How many instrumentals do you know?
I play about 4 to 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Namely?
I started with the drums,
Drum.
and then the bass guitar, then the lead guitar, that's the guitar itself, then the piano, then I do what do we call it, mouth organ. So
Multi-talented individual in the studio.
I started with that. You know what I'm saying? So in Zaria, the group, when we started and there was nothing, I just told myself there's much more I can achieve out there. Then I moved from Zaria to Lagos. Now, when I got to Lagos, we all know, is the hub of entertainment in Nigeria. So I was in Lagos, and it wasn't easy because we were sleeping outside, my friend and I, because we just wanted something. And we were waiting for admission in ABU, and they had that long strike. if you remember those days, the strike, anybody will enter Nigerian school, that thing you must pass on. And
You just say the one this year never long past the one
no, you know, reach that one.
Yeah.
It was very long, So we left, and when I got to Lagos, we went for an event that we were not even. You understand me? We were just invited. Then my friend and I were just playing. And somebody came and said, "You guys, I like the way you play the piano. Where did you learn the piano?" I said, "Zaria." The guy looked at me, Zaria. Because there was no internet then, so nobody knew how. They thought Zaria was one village, Kaduna was one village. How would you learn how to play keyboard like that? And that very person asked me a question: "Would you want to be a producer?" And I said, "Yes, I want to be a producer." And it picked me up, and that was in a class studio in Ojo Elegba. We had the like of late OJB. You understand, Jezreel, and yes, and what we call Joshua Omokwale. So they picked me up. I started learning production. I learned production and both video production, mainly music production. And so that's my journey in Lagos. Then I was able to, I started producing a lot of artists, did a lot of job, different artists, Ulumente, Pasuma, a lot of gospel artists. So I was, doing both. I wasn't singing secular, but I was producing both secular and gospel artists then, I think that informed my kind of music. That's why I'm a very open person when it comes to music, because I believe music can come to you in different ways. You understand? So I prayed and I got, I have some that I prayed and I have some I didn't pray. It just came. Inspiration. And sometimes I just say, this is my piano, I can do something on it. And I put lyrics on it and it goes, this pop, let's do something. Let's do the Afrobeat, and it goes. And that's how it is.
Elgibbor, I mean, give us an insight. What is the gospel industry like? Because everybody knows the secular industry, you have to hustle, you go for shows and all of that. But then the gospel industry is a bit sketchy. Apart from the artists themselves, we don't really know how that industry works. But somebody who is in the industry like your very self can be able to give us at least a brief info on that.
Yeah, the gospel industry, being able to be on both sides of the divide once, you know what I'm saying? I kind of believe that the gospel industry just finding its
Niche?
yes, over the years, and just like what is happening in the secular industry now all over the world, we have a sound. Even like the Afrobeat, we have a sound all over the world.
In the gospel industry.
Even the gospel industry. I remember sometime when I started traveling out for my, what do we call it? I go on tour, So when I travel, I've been in the church, they will not call me, "Oh, you don't sing this kind of song here. You don't sing." They avoid our kind of music and they ask you, "Do foreign music." Because it's a cross-politan, kind of gathering.
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah. So you have to do, but after some years, you understand me? Like now we go, before we open our mouth, they're already singing our song. Yeah, but that's the truth. So right now, I think both gospel and secular from Nigeria, we found our niche. You understand what I'm saying? But let's now talk about like in the gospel industry, or they call it ministry, we don't have like what do we call it, sponsors like the secular people.
That's another thing that I was coming to.
We don't have that. Most of us try to do our things individually. We just have a few people that really come in to sponsor. Like I had a concert, there's this annual concert I do, we call it ELIC, that's Elgibbor Live in Concert. I did one in September, spent a lot of millions
in Lagos or
in Abuja. Here I just had few people, and because maybe some of my friends came in and we got some sponsor, I'm not going to call their names, they've not paid for that. You understand what I'm saying? So they came in, and I believe we can do better. But let me say something about the both industries. Now, in the gospel music ministry or industry, there's a platform already.
Okay.
I know you want to ask me how. Now, an average gospel artist, if you are consistent and you keep working, there's a platform for you already. The church is a platform. The church is a platform. Now, a secular artist, we have hundreds of secular artists all over, even in Abuja, but you don't know them. And if they don't use the word blow, if they don't blow, nobody's going to listen to them. And I want you to understand, we have young guys doing secular music that are better than the big guys out there. But because they are not known, there's no platform for them. But when it comes to gospel, you have an already made platform. I can count how many churches we have in Abuja here. If you do your work, you don't even need to leave Abuja. You keep,
So, can we say that it is more advantageous to gospel artists?
Yes, it is. It is. For me, it is. So we have a platform. All you have to do is just keep working and be consistent in what you are doing. You know what I'm saying? If you are consistent, they will listen. Most people say nobody is helping me. Nobody is. I say no. There's no way when you work on your craft. And there's this thing I always say. I say people don't respect your talent. They respect the consistency in your talent. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can be so good, and we have so many people that came. They were so good. To be true, we just say these guys are good. They are going somewhere, but after some time they fizzle out. Is it that they didn't have the talent?
They didn't have the consistency.
The consistency. So people don't respect your talent. They respect the consistency in your talent. So keep doing it. So for me, I know we can count. If you say, oh, how many secular artists, I can count them from Rema, Ashake, and name them, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, and the rest of them. I can count them. You understand me? But those ones are the ones that are known. We have hundreds of them, but where are they? They don't know them. But I can count gospel artists. They have platform and they are doing at least well. If you can put food on your table, you're doing well. So I just want to encourage everyone out there. Don't think because you are not on all billboards, if you are paying your bills, you are doing well.
All right then. Let's move to the song itself, Jaburata.
Yeah.
Amazing one. Who
Thank
produced the song and how did it come about?
Okay. My friend produced it. T-Strings, T-Strings are very good, based in Abuja here. And my younger brother, who happens to be a jazzist, that's Kundayo D-Bass, now worked on some other instrumental part of it. So that's how. And the amazing thing is that Jaburata came very late. I finished working on the album. So I was just on my piano at home. I was just playing, and it came. I said, maybe I'll put it on, I'll release a letter and say single. But that something just kept saying, go to the studio, go and do something. And I just went there, and the song by God's Grace turned out to be, that's the song we're even promoting first from the album. And it's just amazing. That's God's Grace,
God's Grace, indeed.
Yeah.
But then the album, you said it's titled Carrier. Tell us a bit about the album. How many tracks? What should we expect from the album? Because we've seen Jaburata already.
Yeah.
Now Blood on the Horse.
That's so team they be now. That's so God they do am now. You could just make, Actually, I've been in the industry and the ministry for a very long time. I celebrated my 20th year of releasing an album. You understand me? This year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, and this is my 6th studio album, and I was just asking myself, what do I want to do? This is my 20th year, and what do I want to do? I have a sound. I want people to, know my sound. I don't want to run away from my sound. This is Elgibbor Niyi. This is what God has given me. So, okay, put the sound together. I'm quick, just as I said earlier, I don't like being boxed. So I say, okay, Niyi, just let's go. So I got younger producers. The problem with people is that, we have generations coming and generations going. So if
sound is dynamic,
yes, so if every generation has a sound, so you cannot give them the other sound of the other generation that has passed in this generation. They will listen to you. You have to evolve. Then I said, okay, so what do I do? I want the sound of now. I want something. I know. Then I just called some young boys, producers, and we say producing the song. We have a lot. It's 10 track. It's a 10-track album.
Okay.
We have a lot. I featured some young people like what's his name? Is it Great Man Take It?
Okay.
It's on that album. Then DJ NST is
DJ NST.
yeah, if DJ NST on it. So you know you're talking about my piano. The one I did with DJ NST and I'm a piano, you know, and you know whatever your demography of age, whatever it is in there. It's a song for you, so you will enjoy it. So actually, the album is loaded. So you know, I believe every human being carries something in him, you know, and the world is endlessly waiting for you to hear what you have in you. I don't believe that anybody came into the world like that and empty. No, you are not empty. You have something. You're a carrier of something. So yeah, so that's what really brought about the name of the album, title of the album, Carrier. So this is what I carry inside of me.
20 years in the industry.
Yes.
There's no child's play. But then you have made such a name for yourself, and personally, we all look forward to goals and aspirations. But then when you look at your career, and where would you say you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Oh, they keep asking these questions. 10 years, 5 years.
Yeah. What are those things that you feel like you would have wanted to achieve in like 10 years? And
you see, my desire is not about me. My desire is to see how we can keep raising younger ones. You see, if everything is all about you, you are limited. But if you're about other people, now the secret is this: when you're able to build people, you're actually building a step you can climb on. So now, if I'm able to raise younger people and they're out there, then I'll be there. You understand me? So if God has helped you in any measure at all, it's for you to give back to the society and the people around you. I've been in the industry for some time, so you can call us that these guys now OG than B. You understand what I'm saying? But we just keep evolving by God's grace. I'm a multimedia person. I'm a cinematographer. Okay. I do a lot of videos. I've done a lot of videos. I'm still doing a lot of videos. So one of my ways of giving back is just to call a young artist and tell the person, I will do a video for you. Just like that, and I do it. I don't need to call names, but I just do it. Like for next year, I called somebody last week. I saw the work. He just sent a link, and I called. Oh, have you done the video for this? And he said, no, sir. It's okay. I'm doing one for you.
Wow. Amazing.
So I see myself by God's grace the next 10 years where God is taking me to. So that's the way we're just going with the flow of God. Yeah.
All right then. But then your music and everything. Who or what has been your biggest support and motivation that pushes you through even in difficult situations?
Well, God. Because I've had times that I was almost giving up. And we always have that time that you cry and you don't feel like going on anymore. So God has been that support. And secondly, if I should tell you someone has been motivating me, I've seen that guy, for many years. You can ask people, I listen to him, I watch him, I see the consistency in him. I don't want to say I saw the consistency in him. It's actually Samuel Posu. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've seen that guy being consistent. While somebody was writing, the person said, bros, now so you die, you still leave assignment for people. Look at his age, and he kept at it. He kept at it. Yes, he kept at it. And I've seen so many people like that. I tell myself, look, I just want to be that person that will not fluctuate. I keep doing it, give my best to it. So that is it.
All right then. So, for those who listen to your music and but before I even get to that, I'd love to ask: should we be expecting a video for Jaburata anytime soon?
Yes, very soon.
And then when would your album Career be released?
The Carrier is already released.
Okay.
Carrier is on all digital platforms
Digital
right
platforms,
now.
correct.
So you see the full work there, you enjoy it.
Okay,
Just
so
go.
all you have to go do is search for
Elgibbor Niyi.
Now the
Carrier.
Elgibbor, am I permitted to spell out
Yeah,
the name?
please go ahead.
Elgibbor Niyi, Niyi. So just search for that,
Yeah.
and you search for Jaburata or you search for Carrier,
Carrier.
and you
Yeah.
get it on
Yeah.
all music platforms. And then your social media.
Yeah,
handles.
my social media handle is just at Elgibbor Niyi. You go to Instagram, Elgibbor Niyi, Facebook, Elgibbor Niyi, my Twitter, Elgibbor Niyi. So
Wonderful.
that's it, yeah.
A word to the fans, and if you would love to at least sing something for us before you go.
okay. Oh, so what do we do? Like this,
Acapella, whatever.
you know, like this song out there is like, it's been a while. I've been down this valley, and if I ever need a miracle, Lord, I need it now. Heaven, heaven rain on me. Wipe the tears, wipe the tears, wipe the tears from my eyes. And he say, I will hold you, I will catch you, and I will make everything right. This is to somebody, everything's gonna be all right. You know, so just wipe those tears from your eyes. And the thing is, say, move come from Nigeria side, if this life beats you, stand up again, look out for face that nothing will stop me. And when you say that, and I believe me, nothing is gonna stop you.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. This has been quite an enjoyable conversation with Elgibbor Niyi right here on Rhythm 94.7 FM, and I want to say thank you,
Yeah,
Elgibbor,
thank you,
for
thank
taking
you.
our time.
Thank you
And
for
ladies and
having me.
gentlemen, please check out Carrier on all music platforms by Elgibbor Niyi. But before I go, I've been leaving you with Jaburata. Enjoy this one, and when we come back, it will be to draw the curtains on the show for today. Rhythm 94.7 FM. Stay tuned to this dial.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you,
Oh,
sir.
thank you so much. Ooh.